there overnight, and the temperature gets to about 32 degrees by sunrise tomorrow. So clear, cold start to the day. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, but that temperature only up to around 50 on average. Probably a couple of degrees warmer than that as you go out to Athens and Eatonton area, but a little bit colder in the northwest suburbs. Here's what it'll be in Atlanta. At noontime, it's still 46. See that wind? Northwest, about 10 miles per hour. That's enough to generate a wind chill that'll make it feel about 5 degrees colder than what you see for the temperatures right here. So another chilly day ahead for us. The normal high is 54. We likely won't get there in Atlanta at about 51. Canton's 48, Gainesville's 48, and again, 55 Athens, about 53 for Griffin and for Covington. Friday looks like a decent day, although again, on the colder side, near freezing in the morning, close to 50 again in the afternoon. Clouds increasing for us as we go through Friday during the afternoon. As we head through the evening hours, those clouds thicken up and rain is likely by around midnight. With this system coming in, steadiest rain is likely to be overnight and into early Saturday morning. One thing we'll be watching for, though, will be a little bit of icing as you get up into the northeast Georgia mountains. Right now, I think the temperature should be just mild enough that does not really happen. As we go through the weekend, a little bit drier Saturday afternoon, but probably not clearing out. Temperatures will range from the 40s north and east of Atlanta on Saturday afternoon to the 50s as you go south and west, right around 50 in Atlanta. Again, the bulk of the rain comes early Saturday. On Sunday, we have dry skies. Monday likely still dry, but here comes another storm system. Looks like a pretty significant one too, moving through the midsection of the country. That one likely to bring us some rain. So another first alert for that on Tuesday. That rain could be heavy at times. In fact, between those two storms, I think many of us are going to pick up between 2 and 3 inches of rain over the next 7 days. Mild briefly with that storm on Tuesday, and then we're right back near 50 on Wednesday.
All right, Fred, thanks.